Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the poem number 3, and the name of the poem is Keeping Quiet, and this is written by Pablo Neruda. As you can see on your screens, Pablo Neruda is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basalto, who was born in the town of Parral in Chile. And Neruda's poems are full of easily parallel understood images which make them no less beautiful. He won the Nobel Prize also for literature in the year 1971. And in this poem, we talk about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. Please underline this, because this is the basic theme behind writing this poem. What was the idea in Pablo Neruda's mind was that there is a necessity of quiet introspection. This word is very important. When we read this poem, we should know what is the meaning of introspection. Introspection here means to look within, to analyze yourself. So, according to Pablo Neruda, this is very necessary. This is really needful for us to sit quietly and have introspection. Introspection means we should analyze ourselves, we should think about ourselves, we should check our own acts, we should try to look within and analyze ourselves, and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. And according to Pablo Neruda, when we would keep quiet, when we would sit for some time, when we would meditate, introspection here also can be called as meditation. So, when we would meditate, when we would look within, when we would analyze our own activities, then we would be able to create a feeling of mutual understanding. Means we would reach to that point where we would be able to get connected with other people, where we will be able to understand each other's thoughts also, and we will be able to understand the other human beings. So this is what he has written actually in this poem, that is called as Keeping Quiet. And before you read, what is the question asked here? What does the title of the poem suggest to you? What do you think the poem is about? Here we can say that this is a poem where we are asked to sit properly, we are asked to be in silence, we are asked not to do anything and keep silent, keep quiet, keep still for some time. Now I am going to read the poem from the very first line. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. Here Pablo Neruda asking us not to move, not to do anything, and he says keep still. Keep still means not move yourself, be silent, be motionless. Still here means motionless or silent or without movement. So now we will count up to 12. What actually are asked by, is asked by Pablo Neruda. He's asking us to sit properly, to sit for some time. We are not required to move, we are not required to speak, we are asked to sit without doing anything, and we are asked to count up to 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Why 12 only? Because here these 12 numbers are actually symbolizing the 12 hours in a clock, and in a clock we can see these 12 numbers, 12 hours, and at the same time it also symbolizes 12 months. So the hours of the clock and the 12 months of a year, they are being symbolized here by Pablo Neruda. And we all keep still and we are required not to move anything. We are required to be motionless and silent for some time. And why he's asking us? Because then we are going to meditate, then we will be able to analyze ourselves, then we will be able to look within. अपने अंदर झांकने का समय मिलेगा. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. What is the meaning of this thing here. Any language. Any language here means that we should not speak any language, any country's language, any dialect is not to be used, and we need to be silent. And any language also suggests here not only verbal but non-verbal language should also not be used. What is the meaning of this word any language? We are asked to sit quietly, and we are asked that we should not speak with anyone, we should be silent. And not because we can make use of two kind of languages. First is whatever we can speak, that is verbal language, and the second one is non-verbal. Non-verbal here means that we generally stare at somebody, we make different kind of gestures with our body parts, we sometimes try to challenge somebody with the movement of our hands. So verbal and non-verbal language is not to be used. And also it is going to suggest us that any language, Chinese, Indian, or maybe Hindi, or any other, Tamil or English or American or maybe African, no language is to be used here. For once on the face, now for once on the face of earth. What is the meaning of this line? For once, Pablo Neruda is really urging, he is really requesting all the human beings to be quiet for some time. At least for God's sake, he is asking us not to do anything. On the face means on this earth, everybody needs to be quiet for some time. Let's not speak in any language. Let's don't use any verbal or non-verbal gestures. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. This is very important to understand here, that what is the meaning of arms here. Because arms here means not only the body limbs, the body parts which are attached with our hands, arms, but at the same time arms here means weapons. Please underline this word and write down. This also suggests weapons, weapons. Weapons means non-violence, and at the same times arms here is suggesting us that our body limbs, our body parts. So Pablo Neruda is asking us not to move our arms, means not to be violent, not to, you can say, use any other thing, or maybe be non-violent for some time. So no violence should be done. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Please underline this, our arms, and write down there is another thing that is used here as written on your screens, pun, pun. Pun here means whenever a word would provide you more than one meanings at the same time, this is a poetic device, or maybe this is another way of writing poems, and this is called here as pun. This is also a figure of speech or poetic device or literary device. So pun is used here because the poet is asking us not to move our arms, means not to move our weapons or not to move our body limbs, because he wants us to sit quietly and think about ourselves. Before meditating, we need to be quiet, we need to be still and silent. Next paragraph. It would be an exotic moment, according to Pablo Neruda, when we will sit together, when we will not be doing anything, when we will leave all our work behind and we will be thinking about ourselves or meditating about ourselves, when we will be introspecting ourselves. It would be an exotic moment. Please underline this word, exotic. Exotic here means unusual. It would be an odd movement. It would be an attractive, exotic moment for us, because we will experience something unusual at that time. It is not going to be an ordinary moment. When we will sit together, when we will be thinking about ourselves, when we will have that meditation on or introspection, and we will be keeping quiet after counting up to 12. 12 here means 12 months in a year, or maybe 12 hours of a day, without rush, without engines. Again, very important, without rush, without engines means we don't have to rush, we don't have to be in a hurry, we need to be quiet, we need to be satisfied, we don't have to rush anywhere, we don't have to run, we don't have to carry on with our works without engines. Now this is very important word, engines. Engines means stop using your gadgets, stop using these machines, stop switching off and on the tube light, stop using your mobile phones, stop using your cars, stop going anywhere. So don't use any machine for that time. And rush here means don't be in hurry, don't be in haste, haste. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Now when we will sit together, when we will not be doing anything, at that moment what would be achieved by us? We will all be together. Now here it means all be together means that we will get unity of mind, that we will get mutual understanding, आपसी सामंजस्य की भावना पैदा हो जाएगी. We will get connected to each other, we will be able to get that emotion of mutual understanding and unity of mind. So we will be all together. Togetherness we are going to achieve when we will sit and keeping ourselves quiet for some time. In a sudden strangeness means that is going to be a strange movement. That is not going to be a normal ordinary movement now, because we are going to get connected with others also without speaking to others, without going to others. We all the human beings, they will get connected with the peace of mind. And this sound, as sudden strangeness, this sound is being repeated here. It means alliteration is used here. Please write on your textbooks, alliteration. Alliteration is used here because sound is being repeated here in a single sentence. Because the poet Pablo Neruda actually wanted to stress on this idea that it would be not a usual movement. It is going to be an unusual movement. It is going to be an extraordinary movement for us, because we are going to sit and we are going to think about ourselves, we are going to meditate, we are going to introspect ourselves. And it would be a sudden strangeness. It is going to be a different kind of atmosphere altogether. Next paragraph. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Now this is again very important. Pablo Neruda is telling us that when we will be sitting, we will be silent, when we will be meditating, when we will be thinking about ourselves and introspecting ourselves, at that time fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Fishermen here means it is symbolizing all the people of the world. So fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. All the human beings, like fishermen, they would stop their harmful activities. They would not harm nature. They would not go out and destroy any ecological balance. They would stop their harmful activities. So here, would not harm whales means that human beings would stop exploiting and harming the nature. So at that moment, because we will be sitting, we will be quiet, we will be thinking about ourselves, we will be analyzing ourselves, we will stop doing any kind of exploitation of nature. We will stop our harmful and destructive activities. So fishermen in the cold sea, they would not go Why? Because they would be sitting and they would be analyzing themselves. So for that part of time, for that point of time, they would not go out and they would not continue with their harmful activities. They would not go into the sea and they would not catch whales. And the man gathering salt, whales means fishes. And the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. And the man gathering salt, please underline this phrase, the man gathering salt. Man gathering salt here means that the human beings, they would stop doing their harmful activities and they would look at his hurt hands. His hurt hands. Her sound is being repeated here. It means that alliteration is used here. And why he wanted to use alliteration? Because Pablo Neruda, the poet, wanted to stress on this idea that the human beings, they have hurt themselves. Because when we are destroying the ecological balance, it is actually going to have a bad impact on us only. All the human beings, they would get affected by the ecological imbalance. So when we cut forest, when we catch whales, when we kill tigers, when we produce a lot of pollution in the atmosphere, it is actually as a consequence going to challenge us only. It is going to have a bad impact on our lives also. So he says man gathering salt here can also mean that we human beings, we are gathering a lot of wealth. We have become materialistic. We are thinking about materialistic things. We are thinking about getting a lot of money by cutting trees, by harming nature, by doing anything, any illegal activity we are doing, because we want to become materialistically strong, because we want to be developed. So called development at the cost of the nature would look as at his hurt hands. But this time the human beings, they are going to look at their hurt hands. This is the moment when they would be able to look. They would look means they would be able to look for sometimes. They would be able to think about their destructive activities. They would be able to check themselves. They would be able to, you can say, medicate themselves. Medicate here means they would be able to take care of themselves. They would be able to check their harmful activities and they think about themselves. So people who thoughtlessly and indiscriminately exploiting nature, this is the moment, this is the time of introspection when they would analyze their illegal and harmful activities. And hurt hands here imply the destruction that humans have caused to the environment and themselves in fulfillment of their selfish needs. Next paragraph. Page number 96. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. Now this is again very important. Those who prepare green wars, according to the poet, the people who actually were indulged in illegal, harmful, destructive activities, they would stop their illegal activities for some time. They would stop. Or here, those here means, please underline this word, those here means warmongers. Please underline this word and write down, those here means warmongers. WAR dash mongers, MONGERS. Mongers here means the promoters of war, the people who actually are making an effort that there should be wars, that the people should not get mutual understanding, there should be enmity, जो चाहते हैं कि लोगों में दुश्मनी हो और युद्ध हो. So these people are here would be called as warmongers, who promote wars. So these people, those who prepare green wars, the people who are promoting wars, who are actually making an effort that there should be wars between countries, between people, there should be no understanding, because they prepare green wars. What is the meaning of green wars? The people who are having a war, who are battling against nature or environment, who are destroying nature. Green wars here means the people who are destroying the nature. Wars with gas, wars with fire means some people who are making what? Gas bombs, who are making hydrogen and nitrogen bombs. Wars with fire means the people here means the people who actually are making an effort to have an atomic war, who are making atomic bombs. So green wars means war against environment. War with gas means the people who are making hydrogen and nitrogen bombs. And biochemical, nuclear wars, wars with fire, new victory with no survivors. This line is very, very important, because victory with no survivors means Pablo Neruda is asking us to stop these harmful activities. Why? Because if another world war would happen, if a third world war would is going to be there, there will be victory with no survivors, because nobody is going to survive, nobody would be able to enjoy, nobody will be able to celebrate the victory, because everybody would be dying after this war. This war is going to be so destructive that no human being would be alive after that. Nobody would be in a condition to enjoy, to celebrate that, you can say, victory. So this is going to be a victory without survivors, because the people, they are going to die after this war. There would be nobody to enjoy the victory or victorious moment. So he says would put on so these people who were warmongers, who are promoting wars, who actually want that there should be enmity among people, these people, after having meditation, after sitting quietly, after keeping themselves quiet, after introspecting and meditation, you can say after meditation, they would put on clean clothes. Please underline this: clean clothes. K sound is repeated again, and clean clothes here means alliteration. Please underline these two words, clean clothes, and write down alliteration is used here. And what is the meaning of this line? Would put means all those warmongers, all those war promoters, they would put on, they would wear, they would have new thoughts. Put on clean clothes means not only they are going to put away their, you can say, blood stained clothes, क्योंकि उनके कपड़ों पे खून के धब्बे हैं. Why? Because they were killing others, because they were spreading enmity among people. So because they were promoting war and they had killed so many people, there were, or there are so many blood spots, blood stains on their clothes. So now these people should put away their bad clothes, their torn clothes, their stained clothes with blood. Now they need to put on clean clothes. Clean clothes means they need to put on developmental thoughts. They would have peaceful ideas in their mind. Clean clothes means peaceful ideas. Now they should think about the development. Now they should throw away their bad thoughts, their destructive thoughts, and now they should think about the development of the world. They should have peaceful thoughts and walk about with their brothers. Walk about with their brothers means they should go with the people, with other people. Like the Indians, they should have a feeling of relationship and friendship with Pakistanis. So this is the time when we need to put away those bad thoughts, and now we should have some peaceful thoughts. We should think about the development of the world. We should try to have growth, and we should need to chat with others. We should need to be in talking terms with others and walk about their brothers. in the shade doing nothing. Now, this is very important. In the shade doing nothing means this is the moment when we should not do anything, and we should sit with our brothers, with the other human beings. We should try to chat on the disputes, we should try to resolve the problems, and it should be done in the shade doing nothing. In the shade means in the calm and cool peaceful atmosphere. In the shade here means calm and cool atmosphere. We should talk with others and doing nothing. Please underline this word, doing nothing. Doing nothing means we should enjoy leisure, we should enjoy pleasure. This is the time when we have nothing to do. We should keep ourselves quiet and should have a chat with others. We should try to have peaceful relationships with the other people throughout the world, and try to resolve the disputes, try to resolve the problems and troubles which we have with the others. So I hope you would have got some idea about the poem. We'll continue with the same passage, with the same line in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you very much.